Very good evening and a very warm welcome to you if you're switching on for the practice this evening. Mindfulness live practice of body and breath. So whether you're brand new to meditation or whether you've practiced before and have practiced for years and got a really strong daily practice, it's a very, very warm welcome extended to everybody. So this past week I haven't been doing the live practices. I've been attending a virtual online retreat, so practicing each morning for a couple of hours and then an hour in the evening. It's been really, really helpful, particularly interesting through the current situation. We're still in lockdown, heading into week 7, as you know. So yeah, it was a really, really fortunate opportunity and a very heartfelt thankfulness to the 2 teachers who ran the retreat and to everybody that participated. So mindfulness practice is an opportunity just to stop, and the invitation for tonight is wherever you are, whichever part of the country you find yourselves in, just creating a little bit of space, if you like, in your life to stop, to come to a place where you can do some practice, either in the company of other people or just on your own. So finding a chair which feels pretty comfortable for you. It's only going to be around about 15-20 minutes maximum, so you don't have to be too choosy which chair. And just very briefly to explain that mindfulness is something which needs to be cultivated and needs to be practiced. Many people use the term "I'm being very mindful as I speak to you," or just being mindful of something, but actually mindfulness takes some practice and dedication, and by switching on to the live practice and settling into your chair is already an intention to offer yourself some time to cultivate this mindfulness meditation practice. And you can trust in it. It's been supportive to millions of people for very, very, very long time, hundreds and hundreds of years. So you can trust in allowing yourself to be a part of cultivating this meditation practice. And inviting you now to come to a stillness, allowing your body to come to rest on a chair. And if you fancy, you can kneel on the floor or sit on a cushion or kneel on a meditation bench or stool. So just purposefully taking your seat. Now you may have sat on this particular seat or knelt at the stool for many, many times, but just right now in this moment, bringing your awareness to the place on which you're sitting or kneeling with a sense of purpose and intention to really notice the body settling onto the chair. And in particular, allowing your attention to travel all the way down to the feet in contact with the ground. And as best as you can, bringing your attention to the places where the feet meet the ground, the contact points, if you like. Really sensing the touch points of the toes, the soles of the feet, and the heels. Really allowing the attention to be here in the feet. What's here to be noticed? And then scanning up to the place where the body is in contact with the chair. So really feeling into the sitting bones, buttocks, the tops of the thighs in contact with the chair. And almost feeling from the inside, if you like, how this contact is. We normally just sit on a chair and don't really take any notice of this. So as we're cultivating this time of mindfulness, paying particular interest with a sense of curiosity into the place where the body is in contact with the chair. And then really sensing into the weight of the body going downwards, down through the chair or the stool or the cushion. The feet grounded and the weight going down beyond the feet to the earth, the rock below us. A sense of stability and strength, support from the ground and the earth and rock below us. And then the hands resting lightly on the thighs or just clasped together, however feels most comfortable. And then a sense of the body elevated, the spine elevated, the back uplifted, the spine straight but not too strained, not too taut, the head just balanced on top, the crown of the head the highest point. And so a real sense of the weight of the body going down, grounded and stable. A sense of the height of the body going upwards, this stable posture in this moment. And just sitting here in stillness, nowhere to go and nothing to do, just to warmly bring yourself to this intentional posture, the body sitting here in this moment. And as you sit here, just allowing your attention to scan from the very tips of the toes, really sensing into what may be here in the feet. Any temperature, perhaps noticing coolness or warmth. The texture of socks or slippers or shoes, carpet. Whatever it is, really noticing any sensations that might be here in the feet. And then scanning your attention up through the lower legs, calves, pausing at the knee joints, just noticing any sensations here in the knees. Scanning up the upper legs, the thighs, and the place where the thighs are in contact with the chair. Noticing any sensations, the touch of the body in contact with the chair. What's here to be noticed? And then settling your attention in the pelvic region, the sitting bones, the buttocks in contact with the chair, the organs in this region, the hip bones, and now bringing awareness to the lower back. How is the lower back as the attention arrives here in this moment? Maybe you may be surprised. It may feel quite relaxed and pain-free. Just simply noticing what's here to be noticed as it is. Maybe noticing any feelings around, perhaps any impulses to move or fidget if the mind is busy. Maybe you're feeling too restless to sit still, and this is absolutely fine. We can just simply notice this and maybe not act on the impulse to move. Seeing if it's possible to sit here and not give in to the urge to move, but to simply explore that feeling a little bit. What's here to be noticed? And then bringing awareness to the lower back again. If the mind has wandered off, as it surely will, this is just what minds do, then warmly congratulating yourself for having this awareness to notice it. And bring the attention back, bring the wandering mind back to the lower back. And then expanding the awareness all the way up the back, the spine, the sides of the back. And settling here, pausing for a moment with the shoulder blades. The flats of the shoulder blades. And then the tops of the shoulders to the back of the neck. The whole of that region can be really prone to tension and stress and worry. So how do you find your shoulders as the attention arrives here? And just on the out breath, maybe softening the shoulder blades, allowing them to drop the shoulders away from the ears and backwards and downwards, softening the shoulder region. And then continuing on the journey to the fronts of the shoulders and the collarbones, the front of the rib cage, housing the vital organs of the heart, the lungs. Perhaps just pausing for a minute and noticing a sense of the breath in the chest region, the rising and the falling of the chest with the breath. And then continuing on down into the lower abdomen and bringing awareness as best as you can into the region of the lower abdomen and the belly. Perhaps tuning your awareness, if you can, into the sensations of breath. Right down here in the abdomen wall. The stretching of the belly on the in-breath and the releasing on the out-breath. Not trying too hard and really not berating yourself if it feels impossible to sit here in this stillness. Perhaps it just feels too difficult, and that's absolutely fine. It's an absolute choice to bring the sense of kindness to any choice that you may make. Bringing the attention down into the belly if this feels right for you in this moment. And then just letting go of the attention here in the lower abdomen and bringing awareness to the very tips of the fingers. Perhaps playfully hopping the attention from the little fingers to the ring fingers and so on. Noticing the spaces between the fingers, the skin, the nails, and the temperature What's the temperature here in the hands? Noticing any flow of air caressing the skin in this moment. The palms of the hands and the backs. The delicate wrist bones. And then scanning up to the lower arms. The elbows. And the upper arms and the armpits. So sitting here bathed in stillness and awareness, awareness of the body, and really aware of how it feels to be sat here in this moment. The weight of the body grounded down through the ground, a sense of this stable posture. The height of the body going up as we now bring awareness to the throat, the top of the neck region, and the face, the jaw. Sometimes when we're feeling things are difficult, we can really clench the jaw tightly, so just allowing the jaw to soften and exploring the inside of the mouth, the teeth, the tongue. The cheeks and the eyes resting in the eye sockets with the eyes either gently closed or the gaze just lowered. This face that works so hard to please people all day long, putting on a brave face perhaps, smiling and really giving away this precious expression. So just allowing the face to feel softened and rested in this moment. The temples and the forehead, the whole of the skull, protecting the brain, the nerve centre, the whole of the body. Really bringing a sense of thankfulness to this brain, protected here by the skull, and a sense of the whole of the head and scalp. And the ears, and just pausing here for a moment and just allowing any sounds to come to the ears, the direct experience of sound. Perhaps sounds from your own body if it's still digesting food from dinner. Or sounds of the birds finishing off the few tweets of the day. Or the clattering of somebody in the house, the apartment, the street outside. So really not going out to search for the sounds, but rather just allowing the sounds to come to the ears. And then gently letting go of this and just making a choice for the next few moments before we end the practice of either bringing awareness into the contact points with the feet and the seat, or bringing a sense of awareness to the breath and the physical sensations of each in-breath followed by each out-breath. Not trying too hard. The breath can very well breathe all by itself. We don't need to meddle or try too hard to breathe. We're not trying to achieve a special state or anything like that. Just as best as you can, zooming a torchlight of attention breath and the flow of breath into and out from the body. If this feels right for you in this moment. Following the breath in and the breath out. Just this breath. And so sitting here just with things exactly as they are, including any distractions. And then very gradually letting go of the breath and coming to expand the awareness to take in a sense of the whole of the body sitting here in this moment. Breath, just breathing naturally and expanding the awareness to opening the eyes if they've been closed. And bringing the body to some movement if it's been still. And thank you for joining the practice, and I'll be back for another opportunity for some more cultivation of mindfulness tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So do take care, sleep well, and see you tomorrow. Bye for now.